Here we are at 902 James in the north side. Got a little bit of slate on the siding on the third floor. And a vinyl wrap everywhere else. Come in, and we've got an LVP floor. We've got can lights and new drywall everywhere. But they did keep the original tile in the fireplace. Kind of kept this hearth intact. It's nice. Okay. No railing on the staircase. Not sure if that was on purpose or just an oversight. Little coat closet, very, very little. Slow closed drawers. Got the microwave inside of the lowers. I'm not sure if there's like an addition and this is something going on, but you know, there's a little 4-inch step here in the kitchen. Okay. Some floating shelves. You know, kind of interesting. Again, the appliance selection. I'm not sure if this is induction or if this is just, I think this is induction, yeah. Bad. Little powder room off the kitchen. It's a little close to the kitchen, especially if you're cooking and you knock something over. But, you know, not terrible. A little section for either an eat-in area or just kind of like a mudroom. You could put a table, kind of like a landing zone from the back patio, which I believe is being resurfaced or cleaned or something like that. That's what I was told. There was a storm that came through and caused some damages. So they know it needs to be addressed. We've got our compressor for the AC up to the second floor, so might actually do a little bit more help in the third floor. Let's see. I mean, I won't know now because it's not a day for AC. But not bad. It's cute. I do like that there's another door to give you more light. I wish that instead of having this kind of panel door, it was just a real French door, but it's a me thing, I think. Oh, I missed this other exterior door. Huh. I guess this may have, no, maybe they just opened that up, because I can't imagine this being a duplex at one point. Let's see what this basement looks like. Also, weird. Oh, wow, these steps are super slanty. Okay, odd that there's this tile too. Maybe the... Oh, cool. Okay. So we did some structural things. We have the original locust tree supports here, which I always think are fun to have. But they added these 6x6s as supports, and it looks like they poured a giant concrete footer for them both to share in between. So that's good. Furnace looks fine. It's bolted, so I can't open that up. This is not a CSST line, so that does not need to be grounded. We've got an upgraded box. It is 150 amp some room to grow. Romex coming out. Looks like they replaced a service line at one point. They have all of this cut armored cable. I assume that was the old wiring, and then they put in new stuff, and they just left all of the old stuff. Like, leaving that much old stuff dangling is annoying. You're supposed to leave knob and tube, but just like the ceramic parts, like, it doesn't have to be everything. You can cut all of the lines out. So I'm not sure exactly why it is that way. Some built-ins that are fine, kind of just old and janky, but they work. I just don't know what I would ever put inside of there. This is the coal cellar, which the light doesn't work, which means that my video is not going to show anything in here because I can't use the flashlight on my phone while taking a video. But you can see the CMUs. I'm not seeing any obvious cracks in the CMUs either. So it all looks fine. It's very wet in that room. Like, the whole floor is wet. And we have it had to have been rebuilt at some point because it's CMUs, whereas the rest of this is a sandstone foundation. They added all of this concrete at some point. They poured it all down, I assume for some sort of stabilization. Then when they dug out the basement, because all of that extra cement, the extra like 1.5 feet or so, that was not where the sandstone, that must be where the sandstone stops, right above that. And then they poured out the concrete, which is why we have CMUs over here where they put in these new footers and 6x6 posts. There's one tiny little pin post on this LVL here. Looks fine. I mean, I don't like pin posts, but we've got all these other supports everywhere that I'm not really concerned about it, and it's right next to the foundation wall. So they probably just put it there while they were digging up stuff and then left it. 2017, this hot water tank is 9 years old now. It's, we hope to get 10, maybe 13 years out of a hot water tank. It's only a 40 gallon and it's 40,000 BTUs. So I would upgrade the tank, though it might be tough to get. It's probably wide enough, yeah. Like it gets a little narrow down here, but you can wing it out. So I would get at least a 50 gallon, or you could just go to an instant. What's this? Below? Yeah, okay. So we've got ABS plastic for the sewer line that goes into the ground, and then they re-cemented, which is great. Because over here we have ABS plastic that gets into cast iron and terracotta. So there's been some sewer line repairs here. Not exactly sure how it all ties and whatnot, but generally not a bad basement, not something I would want to spend a lot of time in. It's probably, you can kind of feel the moisture in the air. So like a dehumidifier would definitely be recommended. I love this giant LVL beam here, the whole tree. It's pretty cool. But these are not sitting into it. So like now we would put like joist hangers or something to kind of reattach it, because we don't want everything relying on those nails supporting the whole house basically. So be good to reinforce that, but it's not necessary. It's really just this first step that's super slanted and a little bit broken. Okay, we're back into this beautiful looking home. Carpet on the steps, it's new. I do like that instead of, they put the little bump in rather than going a straight edge. I think it looks nicer. It's a little more work for the carpet installers. Kind of see the neighbor's backyard from here. And the wood siding on this building behind here is kind of janky. On this part, we just have a little walking area to the main living room of the. Oh, they're using it as a bed here. Wow. Huge ensuite. I mean, if this is a whole floor is just a bedroom, then it's interesting. Little bathroom. Tall ceilings throughout. I haven't mentioned that yet. It's like probably 10 foot, I think, on every floor. And they tiled all the way up, which is nice. A little surprised they didn't do a rain shower there. Kind of calling for it. Some cool tile work here. This is all old. Little closet. Windows are dirty, but they're pretty new. They all look like they were done for the flip. Double pane vinyl windows. We've got a secondary furnace up here. Might get kind of annoying. I mean, it's nice to have a dual zone, but to have it inside of your bedroom might get kind of loud. And then there's this whole section over here that, oh, well, not all the windows are new. We've got these old metal ones, these sliders. Oh, just one. Weird. That one's vinyl. Yeah, these are all vinyl too. Why would you not replace that one? I mean, I get that it's a weird size. So it's probably an expensive window, but geez. You know, just do it. I don't know what you would do with this room, or either of these two rooms. Like, I don't know, a makeup room. I guess you could put an office back here so that it's at least separated from the bedroom, but then you're walking through your bedroom. I just don't know. Would seem to me to make more sense to put like a laundry up there, you know, but I don't know. Okay, so up to the third floor. There's a little bedroom in here. You could easily fit a queen in here. Pretty basic standard closet. These are for the little transoms to open and close. Oh, here's the laundry. It's not a bad location for that either. Third bedroom, it's about the same size as the other one, but because of the little nook, it'd be a little harder to fit a queen in here. I think that you probably at max want to do a full. It's a little bit narrower too, just like this footprint part from here to there. Not to mention this other nook, but it is just, this is definitely the smallest of the three. But at the same size closet. I mean, you could put a bed off of this wall too if you'd like, and then maybe put like a little desk over here or something like that. You can see just the edge of how this window kind of goes over the box gutter. There's like a little gap there. We want to get that checked out and make sure that it's still functional. And lastly, we have the other bathroom, which is the same tile on this floor as down to the basement. Very interesting. Very slightly different tile than what's on the wall, but it matches. Mostly. Maybe it clashes, I don't know. I'm not that good at that. And then we have the other zone for the AC. So dual zone AC and heat. Did not realize there was a second compressor until we just looked up here. Looking at this roof, this is architectural style asphalt shingles. We have an aluminum gutter system on the back. You know, you can see some old tar and some roofing debris just kind of mixed into everything. Flashing looks fine, except for way back there. There's like a cut into the wooden siding, but that's not our house, so, you know, still probably would be good to get that fixed. Soffit and fascia look fine on the underside here, which I'm also seeing the main roof up there looks like it is also a box gutter. So definitely need to get the gutters looked at and inspected. Could be a problem, could be okay. You just don't know until you get a roofer up there. Interesting house. You know, it's got like things I like and things I don't like. Yeah. 902 James.